On the planet Destroya, there lives a race of aliens called the Oni. The Oni were a race that fixated on their strength and fought one another every day, trying to see who was the best among them, till one rose above the rest. Wanting to find competition, the Oni fled to the planet Earth, where he landed and immediately made his home in a cave. The Oni had several contenders, but he also felt a loneliness in his heart. The Oni found a mate, and the woman gave birth to a human-Oni hybrid, thus naming him Hikaru. Hikaru grew up to follow in his father's footsteps. He was a bit of a punk, but he made a name for himself in helping his surrounding village. He had made a colony where other hybrids like him could stay and grow strong and help their own villages. One day, though, a group of ancient beings called the Golden Dominion came to Hikaru's village. These beings were tasked with keeping balance in the universe, and the village Oni hybrids they saw before them did not please them. After their visit, Hikaru was faced with fighting off a meteor shower, but it was revealed to be the work of the Dominion cloaking themselves and causing a full-fledged invasion. Hikaru, taking out all of the ships, decided to make a transmission to the higher three, challenging them to a fight on the moon. Having to unleash his full power, Hikaru arrived on the moon, tearing several of the Dominion's waves apart until the higher three arrived. Their battle escalated to the point of Hikaru punching the moon in half and opening up a space rift. Eventually, the higher three killed Hikaru and left to destroy the village and his family. Out of the rift came a being. The being had no name and took Hikaru into its realm, where it and several other beings like it did surgery on the body. They felt they could retain the essence of Hikaru's soul. The next thing Hikaru woke up to was he was in the body of a horse. He had none of his own memories though. This was the first time Hikaru would be reborn. Somehow, the beings had found a way to reincarnate Hikaru into a different life. Horse Hikaru lived his life normally and protected those he grew up in the forest with, until the Dominion came and killed him once again. Hikaru was born again into the body of a small figure who roamed the side rivers. He was known as Chibikaru, who ruled over his own little app world, until the Dominion came and killed him as well. Hikaru was then born into the body of a slime, one that had been genetically made by the Dominion along with other slimes that seemed familiar. Hikaru escaped the lab and fled to a planet called Earth, where he stayed low until he met a familiar face. Hikaru was reborn once again, this time to his mother and father, who were from his first life, who were also somehow reincarnated. This version of Hikaru had not mastered his Oni form, and is the one that we know today. Hikaru met Hikaru one day. The slime and Hika had much to talk about when the Dominion showed to capture their creation. Before the fight could begin, a rift opened, and the orange beings from before led Hikaru and Hikaru into their realm. There they explained they were the angels of creation. They had made a contract with the Dominion to not interfere in their ways of balancing the universe, but seeing as they were straying afar and causing more destruction, the angels decided to take it into their hands and use Hikaru as their own weapon against the Dominion. Hikaru and Hikaru saw that Chibikaru and Horse Hikaru were also in the room, and the four traded stories. The angels were able to take Horse Hikaru and Chibikaru from their times and place them here in this realm. Horse Hikaru suggested the four combine, that way their strength is one. They all fuse together to become Ultimate Hikaru. Hikaru sends one last message to the Dominion.
Hey fuckfaces, I'm back. You think you can take me out so easily? I've come back again and again, but this time, I'm bringing my friends. We're going to tear you limb from limb.
Do you really think this is gonna work? Honestly, I have my doubts about the whole thing. My processors are saying there's a 3.33% chance of us winning, but that's better than nothing.
It's going to have to work. It's our only chance.